Hey there people, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be playing as a Caribbean island and becoming pirates. Now to do this, firstly I needed an exile, so I set myself up for exiling. So I sorted out my claims so I could claim my tiles cheaply once I got there, and set out my trade so I can get some money before I head out, because I need a lot of money to colonize. Also, I did a rival war so I can get some 200 political power to give myself advanced tech to reach the new world quickly as possible. But while I was invading him, I just took the whole rest because I wanted to get the money also. Even though I did get a lot, it's still money, so cha-ching. Denmark offered me a vassalage, and I thought, well, if I said no, he would probably annex me. But if I wanted to be a pirate and make a home in the Caribbean, I had to ask Spain, well, soon to be Spain, for permission. Now, I just wanted Haiti. Not like, the little Haiti. No, I wanted all of the island. So I wanted to ask soon to be Spain for permission to annex there. Sadly, we mixed up what we were speaking about. I thought he said the Caribbean, but he said the Canaries. But I didn't realize at the time. I thought he said the Caribbean. And then he said claim it, and I realized, made a mistake there. So I told him what I want, the Caribbean islands. He was basically okay with me taking the Caribbean island. Probably a bit hesitant, probably think I would expand in the Caribbean. Soon, once I was able to exile, I landed in my colony in Haiti. I asked Denmark to annex my land in Europe so I can go exile, which there was a high chance of me probably being vassal again to Denmark if he sent a vassalage demand in the treaty, because if I said no, he will force me. It did take a bit of a while for him to declare war on me, but once he did, he sent the treaty soon after. But there was no vassalage demand in the treaty, which I was surprised at, but very happy. I was a free island, but I had no dev, no navy, and no army I could actually recruit, because I was worried some other colonial power would take all of Haiti. Once I was in exile, I had to quarrel with it, and for the time being I could not make an army and only buy mercenaries, which I was broke. I have nothing! But will this stop me? Absolutely not. The first thing I did was to make myself Caribbean culture. Once I did that, I saved up enough money to make myself a navy, because really my military is not going to do anything, plus navy is the only thing I have for offense, so I spent all of my money on the navy. Spain had the most control of the Caribbean, but I had the second control of the Caribbean, which I could use to my advantage. So if they wanted to trade through Mexico or Panama, they have to get through me, and if they try to embargo me, I could easily embargo them back, except if it was a Spanish, basically locking me out of my only trade. But soon Portugal protected me. A bit weird, but pretty good, because now I have a protection act on Portugal, so if anyone tries to war on me, Portugal will come to my aid. Well, hopefully. On the tech I got, I used it on taxes and then ships. But in Portugal, I don't know, it embargoed me. Thinking they protected me, I will not embargo them back. But of course I did not let them get away with this scheme, so I embargoed them back. Of course this did not change my income, but I did not want to show some random big country could boss me around, and I would fight for my independence. Later on, Scotland sent me an alliance, and Scotland was an exiled Canada. And I was a bit hesitant because I don't know if there was enemies with Denmark or something. But I thought they made a deal because Denmark only grabbed the island parts of Canada, leaving mainland Canada to Scotland. So I accepted the alliance. Soon Portugal exiled. Sort of similar to my video, which if you'd like to check that video out, link down below. I did a Brazilian-Portugal run, but I digress. I don't know why they would do this, but Portugal unprotected me. Sadly I did not get this on footage, but I thought Portugal was up to something, so I allied myself with the Spanish, because me and him was pretty chill. I was also able to make a proper navy. Not the best, but at least somewhat of a decent navy. So I built myself a small navy just to protect myself from the Portuguese. I took a look in Europe to see what's going on, until I saw the French army on the border of Castile.
Oh man! Oh God!
Soon my fears came to light when the French declared war on Castile. Of course, I was hesitant to join, thinking if I brought all my troops there, Portugal would use that to advantage to invade me. But without the approval of Castile, I would not be here right now. So I decided to help them. Of course, I did not just want to join on the war and wait until what outcome happens. No, I wanted to properly help him by bringing my troops to his front line. Of course, I did not have many troops, but I still wanted to help him the best way I can. I thought France would not focus on the navy, so I would try to sneak in Spain with my troops instead of sailing my navy with my troops, worrying if Portugal might invade me while I was fighting with Spain. Soon I was able to land my troops into Spain, pushing on the front line with them. And in a year, we was nearly reaching up to Paris. And soon, France surrendered. Even though I didn't really change the whole balance of the war when I joined or anything like that, but what I did do is make good tides with Castile. And soon, my country was on the manpower list.
There I am!
Audience.
There I am!
But soon, Castile would be under attack again by Morocco.
Well, here we go again.
With this war starting, I could use my navy, which I slowly built up over time, starting from around a couple of ships to a pretty mid-fleet of ships. I would take my troops after once I landed my fleet at Morocco, because Spain was already getting support by the British. With their manpower, they would be able to push back Morocco. Plus, I really wanted an excuse to use my navy. And also, I was starting to recruiting troops halfway through my voyage. Of course, I could have waited for the British to help me out with the naval blockade because Morocco had doubled the amount of ships I had. But the British was taking a long time, and I focused my ideas on ship health. So I wanted to see if that was worth it or not, if I should have spent my ideas on it. It was worth it spending my ideas on ship health. Even though I only had 3 ships left, it still changed the war to extreme Spanish advantage. And soon I was able to deliver my troops to Spain. But sadly, the last of my navy was destroyed by Morocco. But soon the British Navy arrived, and soon I was able to land my forces in Spain. And with Britain making the path by destroying Morocco's navy, soon we was able to push. And after going deep in Morocco, Morocco surrendered.
Yes! Yes!
I will be ending the video off here. I think I did a pretty good pirate run. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, hit notification bell if you want to see more. And link down below to our Discord server if you'd like to check out our game nights. And I'll see all of you people later. Have a nice day. See ya. Goodbye.